Hey guys, you're welcome to this channel. My name is Flowealth. Today I'm going to be talking about how you can get a job as a care worker in Canada. So this is not the old program that was there before. This is a new program that has not even started yet. So guys, I am so excited to show you how you can get a job in Canada as a care worker. So this is the new program that Canada has introduced. They say Canada announces new pilot program to support caregivers, and Canadian families intend to make the caregiver program permanent. Now, this particular program, if you apply for it as you're coming to Canada, you will be getting an automatic permanent resident. So that is why a lot of people are going crazy about this caregiver program. Now, obviously, you can bring your family with you, but let's see more details about it. It says caregivers from abroad invaluable are invaluable to Canadian families. Their hard work make a difference in the lives of those they care for, including children, seniors, and persons with disability. As a home care, as a home child care provider pilot, as a home child care provider pilot and the home support worker pilot come to a close later this month, the Honorable Minister of Immigration, today announced new enhanced caregiver pilots. This will allow caregivers to continue to come to Canada as we work towards making the caregiver pilot programs permanent. So now these new pilot programs will provide home care workers with permanent residence on arrival in Canada. Like this will also be allowed to they will also be allowed to work for organizations that provide temporary or part-time care for people who are semi-independent or recovering from an injury or illness. This new pathway means that caregivers can more easily find proper work with reliable employers and have clear, straightforward access. This new pathway means that caregivers can more easily find proper work with reliable employers and have clear, straightforward access to permanent resident status as soon as they arrive in Canada. Guys, so through these new pilot programs, candidates interested in working in Canada's home care sector will be eligible to apply if they meet the following criteria. So here are the criteria here. The first one is attain a minimum of level 4 based on the Canadian language benchmark. So now normally IELTS is about 8, but they needed to attain about 4 based on the Canadian language benchmark. Hold the equivalent of a Canadian high school diploma. Now, when you see Canadian high school diploma, it doesn't mean a diploma. You just need, if you are from West Africa, you only need a WAEC certificate or a NECO certificate or equivalent. If you're from French-speaking country, I believe you guys call it something else. Maybe not, but you just need, so high school diploma does not mean you need to have a degree. As long as you have a WAEC certificate, you fall into this category. The second one is have recent and relevant work experience. You need to have experience in the caregiver field that you want to work in. Receive an offer for a full-time home care job. Now, here is where the tricky part is. I'm going to be showing you how you can get offers and how you can get to apply for these full-time home care jobs. So these new PR on arrival pilot program mark an important step forward in Canada's efforts to meet the evolving home care needs of its diverse population. More information will be available before the full launch of the pilot, including full eligibility criteria and details on how to apply. Guys, note this. These programs are not open right now. Now, I keep getting people messaging me on Instagram or TikTok saying, hey, someone said I should pay money for the caregiver program. These programs are not open. If they are asking you for money, if an agent is asking you to pay money for a caregiving program, it's not this one that is open. Maybe they want you to pay money for it when it's open, because this program is going to be opening by the end of this year, for this year, according to the immigration office in Canada. So guys, this is actually the caregiver program that has been on in Canada. I'm going to have this link in my descriptions. If you don't see it, send me a message. I'm going to send it to you. Now, this is where you actually apply for it. Now, you can see that a lot of these programs are already closed. The most recent one, which has been very popular, is a home care provider pilot and a home support worker pilot. Canada is no longer doing this program again. They are no longer doing it. So if someone is telling you that there's a caregiver program that is open, it's most likely telling you that you should just apply to random companies until you get jobs, and they will give you LMI. That's just the only route. The only route is LMI, which is still not a very easy route. Like, this route was so easy that if you have a child in Canada, as someone in Canada, like I have a child, I can easily bring someone to come and work as my child care provider to take care of my child and pay them. And merely they come to Canada with this new pilot, they receive a permanent resident immediately. And the good thing is they can even come with their 5 children, 6 children, husbands, with their actually immediate family members, right? And all family members will get permanent residence immediately on arrival. This is a website. You can see that this is already closed. It closed in June, on June 17, 2024. This one has been closed a long time ago. All of these have been closed a long time ago. And now, if this particular program open, I believe this is a new one that is coming up. If it opens, you're gonna see open here, and most times when it opens, it's usually closed within a day or two, or sometimes a few hours. A lot of people are eagerly waiting for this to open. So if you can get someone, I'm going to tell you the people that will most likely give you a job offer. Now, so this is the home childcare provider or home support for the employer who have a positive LMIA. Now, this is where you are actually going to get your employers. Now, they will need to, you can either work in the childcare provider or as a home support worker. Now, your employer will need to give you LMIA through the temporary foreign worker program. So it says this type of work permit application for caregiver in Canada is currently getting fast processing. Now, this is the only one where you have to get someone to give you a job, or get organizations to give you a job, and they need to give you a job, then give you a job offer, and then they, as the employer, have to apply for an LMIA for you to actually get this particular one. So the new one, which is the enhanced caregiver, which we saw here, where does it say enhanced caregiver? That's a new one. That one is not open yet. So this one that is on now, if someone is telling you, oh, there's a caregiver program on, you still have to go and find an employer. You still have to, your employer then have to accept you, so on and so forth. You can see who cannot apply, who can apply. Yeah, so if you are in Canada as a visitor, you cannot apply for this because they are expecting you to visit and go back to your country. You cannot apply for this home care, child care provider or home support worker. You can apply for, maybe, you say you may be able to get a work permit as a visitor, but not as this home child care provider or home support worker. So if you go through this website, you're going to see how all the options that you have for this particular route. But this is not the new one that is coming. The new one that is coming is not open yet. This one you need to have someone in Canada, a company in Canada, give you a job and you can come and give you LMI for you to apply. Okay, guys, I'll be showing you where you can find jobs. Now, the first one I'll be looking into is a Canadian job bank that is hosted in the Government of Canada website, where all the jobs, you can find jobs from outside the country, they are all posted in there. But there are also other links here that I will be showing you. I'll be going, these ones are where you can find caregiving job. Actually, let's start for one of these links. So let's actually go to the Canada Job Bank here. So now this is the Canada Job Bank .gc.ca. So now this is a Government of Canada site that you go to that has all the jobs, most of the jobs that are posted here. And if it's any government jobs, usually are posted here. So how do you go around this? There are about 150,000 jobs in Canada. Although it says 150,000, but if you check most of the categories, you're gonna say that some of them are in highly skilled area and some of them are in very low skilled areas. Anyway, so what you're looking for when you get into this particular website is you want to actually set a notification, job alert, so that you can be getting notifications on jobs you can be throwing your resume to. Now, just so you know, it is not easy to get job when you are outside Canada. Just a disclaimer. But these people have gotten jobs through this means before, but that doesn't mean it is easy. You have to be on the site. You have to. It's a 50-50 chance. Anyway, so if you go here, you can always set that alert that I showed you before. Then you can go to advanced. Then if you have a particular employer in mind, you can do that. However, if you don't want jobs that are posted for too long, you don't need to select this. If you want jobs that are most recent, maybe posted within the last 30 days, you can click on this one. Then if you all of these, leave it the way it is, because the jobs can be nice, you don't really know. Leave the province the way it is. Don't be particular, because you're trying to come to Canada, not really for a particular province. Job source, you can leave it the way it is. So right now you can say you can get jobs that were posted directly at the job bank, or federal government jobs, provincial jobs, municipal government jobs, so on and so forth. If you have a salary range in mind, you can actually check here. But for now, I'll just say just leave it the way it is. For workplace, don't bother checking anything, because right now you're looking for a job. You don't really care whether it's remote or not remote. If you do care, then you can put you want specific remote. You can see that the remote jobs are just 84, while the jobs on site are about like 82,000. So there are not enough remote jobs out there. So you might also want to put what your education is. That way you kind of have an idea. You're not going to apply for jobs that require university. If you have never been to university and the job say university, you most likely need to have something like that, unless sometimes they will tell you that if you have an equivalent work of experience, that means if, instead of having a university degree, you've worked for maybe 10 years, 5 years. Some jobs are like that even if it says university degree, you don't need to have a university degree for it. You can actually apply without a degree if you have the years of experience. So if you go down here, one of the things I want to point out to you is this is Canadian and international candidate, but this is Canadians and authorized worker. You're not an authorized worker when you're still outside Canada. So you're going to be clicking on this Canadian and international candidate. So you can see it's just 12,000 jobs. So the first time we saw 150,000 job, all of a sudden it reduced to 12,000 now. So we're going to go up there and view our search results. So you've seen all of this job, like these jobs, they are telling you that, oh, this person needs a mechanic helper. They'll pay you $22.50 per hour. The job was posted August 24. I'm going to click on this one. Now it says that it's a full-time work. It's on site, one They just need one person. No degree or certificate or diploma needed. Work must be completed at physical location. Okay. So you're looking at what the requirements are. So this is more like your moving tools. It's like you help trade persons, apprentices, and other workers. You clean engine and immediate work area. So this is not for, I believe this is a mechanic helper job. And one of the things I'll do is I'll look up this company online and see if they have a number or an email, and just email them. So let's see here. Okay, so now this is the company. I like to do things with companies that are quite more legitimate. I can look at their website. So this company is more like a auto repair place in Ontario. Like if you're outside the country, calling might be more expensive. But one of the things I want to do, like, depending on what you're looking for, you might want to call them. If you want to call this number, you can add +1 and ask them specifically that, oh, I am in Nigeria. I see that you have a job. I see you have a job posted that says international applicant can apply. Can I apply from Nigeria? Then you can just ask them so you don't throw your resumes everywhere. So let's go back to, or you can actually check for their email and just send them an email. Most times some companies are really good with emails or reply you. I believe this company do they have a website? No, they don't have a website. They only have an address. But they do have a Facebook page. Let's see what it looks like. So they do have a website in their Facebook page. You can contact them. Let's see. You can visit their website. Let's visit their website and see what's going on there. So this is the company. So now this is their email address, shemauto23@gmail.com. So now you want to email this email address and just also check, hey, what's up? Are you hiring? I see the post and all of that. So sometimes the company will even have like a career section on their page, but this company looks like it's a little bit small. But let's see if it has a career. It doesn't have a career section on their page, which is okay. Anyway, so this is just how you can search. The search is not easy. I'm not going to tell you it's going to be easy. You saw how I moved from one place to another, Google the name, check for their Facebook. I saw their Facebook in that. I saw that I had a website. So that's kind of intense work that you're doing. Even in Canada, I remember how I got my first job, my first, big job. I spent time on the internet. This is me in Canada already. I spent time. I spent energy. See the interview process. It is not easy. There are jobs everywhere, but if you want to get really good jobs, it is not easy. So, yeah, so that's just for this one. If you are done with this one, you go back again. The search continues. You can look at child caregiver. So you can actually search by maybe you are a child care support worker. If you're a child care support worker, you can just search by typing that in, and you can get all the thing that relates to you. So I'm just going to say maybe child care, yeah? Child care. And click on search, and let's see what it shows. So now you're going to be seeing all the child care category. There are about 500 of them. This is child care, home child care provider. Let's see. So I must warn you, some of these websites or some of these people hiring might not really be hiring. Yes, I've seen situations where people come, post jobs, but they're not really trying to post jobs. They're maybe sometimes trying to get your information, but they might be legit people in Canada, but sometimes they might just be agents trying to gather your applications. They'll contact you later. Oh, are you looking for this job? You applied and all of that. But just like, what do you have to lose? You just have to throw out your resume out there for people to call you. Now let's look at this. This person is looking for a childcare provider. Now you can see that they are individual names. That basically means that they are actually people, household people, looking for people that want to help their children, and they're looking for two people. This particular application needs you to speak these languages, Swahili, Konkani. So just look at the requirements. It's going to be a sea of applications you have to go through to really find um, what really works for you or what you can apply for. Now you can see that this thing, they need all of this check: child welfare, vulnerable sector check. You need to have experience working with children with Down syndrome. If you don't know what Down syndrome is, you really need to look it up. You'll be able to, you also lift weight around 23 kg as well. How to apply, you can just say show how to apply here, and it tells you. For this one, you have to send them an email to their account. All right, so this is how to use this particular one. Let's go to the next one. Now is the word caregivers. Now this one is really popular. So when you get on this particular place, you can download their app, or you can just start registering from the website. Are you a caregiver? Are you an employer? You pick one. So you say, I am a caregiver. So you register here. Are you under the age of 21? No. Do you have any criminal record? No. Do you have any medical condition that could stop you from getting a travel visa? No. Right, and confirm and next. Then you fill all of your information here and register. So that's for this one. So let's go to the next one. So when you register, they're going to call you up. Now let me see price. I can see pricing here. I'm wondering why they have pricing. This is $30 initial activation fee, first year only. 49 basic annual membership fee. Okay, so this platform seems like they're going to collect your money to have you here, because a lot of people from all over the world will come here and check for caregivers that they want to apply. So if it's something that you want to pay, you want to be part of them, you can do that. So it says be searched, be contacted, upload your photos, personalized taglines, share your profile. I believe that there's also an option for you to just have your profile there. But if you want to really stand out, it seems like you have to pay 49 USD. So that is 49 USD, and you have to pay 49 dollars every year, for depending on how long your profile is here, and someone will call you, apply, and all of that. Okay, so let's go to the next one. The next one is this face personnel services. Now these people, you can do, I'm a worker. If you're a caregiver in Canada or caregiver outside Canada, you click on this. Then just read through and you apply. So there's an application form, there's an assessment, then initial interview. So they'll call you and interview you. And this is the application form. So let's look into what it is and just fill all of this form out. Fill all your information here, next, so on and so forth. So let's look at the next one, is Sienna Cares. So Sienna Livings are most likely for seniors, senior living. Okay, so now what I'm going to be looking for is where I can register on here. And it says benefit event, our team gets tailored job recommendation based on your interest. So you can actually search for job here. These people employ worldwide. So most of the agents that are trying to tell you, I'll apply for a caregiver job for you, some of them go through this site and find jobs for you. So now you can, depend on where you are, even if you are culinary and food services, you can apply here, but we're looking into the personal support worker here. So you click on apply. Site, you can see that they have some job. This job was posted, I believe, is it in June. This was in July. So now this is non-union. So you can apply. This is a casual position. This guest attendance was posted in July. I'm looking for something posted in August just to be sure that they keep posting job. Oh wow, they have a lot of jobs actually, guys. They have a lot of jobs. So this is really great. And now this is August. This is so right now I think I'm going to apply for things that are posted the most recent things posted. So now this is August. I'm going to do apply now. So obviously there's a place to register, you consent, and you fill all of this information and you register and then you apply for their jobs. And you keep applying for different jobs, and most times you might just get lucky. Sometimes there's a 50-50 chance anyway. But these are the sites that are recognized that people go to get job or to apply for jobs, and some of them, yes, you people have gotten jobs out of these sites. So it's not like it doesn't work. It does work, but it takes time, it takes energy. Remember, the site that wants you to pay money, it can even take resources for you to stand out. So guys, this is where we come to the end of this video. But before I let you go, I want to show you how to get a personal support work certificate. One is a family support worker, which is almost the same thing. Is a UK recognized course and certificate. They give you a certificate at the end of the day. I believe that people that have done this said they asked them to pay to get the certificate. But it wasn't that much. It was just a few dollars compared to those that were asked to pay $2,000 plus. And the course, you can do it for 1.5 to 3 hours. So that's not a long time for you to get a certificate, at least, so that you can apply for the websites I've already showed you guys. So you can say start a course now, start course now. Then you have to sign in. I don't want to sign in because, but yes, you have to sign in to access this. So I have signed in here now, and the first thing that showed up is claim a 20% discount now. Use it whenever you want. So I guess you pay for the certificate. That's exactly what's going on here. So let me try and pre-order now and see how much it shows me for this. Okay, so you pay 24 Canadian dollars. That's if you're in Nigeria, that's about maybe 24,000 naira. Most of your Nigerian cards should be able to pay for this, so it shouldn't be a problem depending on the country you are. So now I'm not gonna pay for this. I don't need your certificate. I'm just gonna go back to where I'm supposed to be. Now it says assess your aptitude for free now. For future employers, do 70% companies use this to hire. I think I already selected the course. Claim your certificate. Explore course. Continue learning is what I'm looking for. I'm gonna close out of this. So now it's gonna ask you, yes, I am actively seeking a job. Of course you are. What industry? You're looking into the healthcare sector. Next, select qualification. Some of you have bachelor's, you can just put that there. This one will help us better. Okay. Now this is the family support program. So set course reminder, not now. I'm trying to look at what okay, so let me click on this next. Okay, so this is the introduction, right? So let me play it for you guys so you guys see powerful training.
Definition of family support. Family support can be different.
Okay. So you can see that just so you keep going like this to the next one, introduction to the legislation. They said they are UK-based companies, so I'm sure most of their things are going to be UK related, but Canada doesn't need you to have a Canada-specific experience, remember? So you can still use this for as a certificate. Okay, so now it says this claim is not true. Please be aware that third-party misinformation is circulating on social media claiming that McMaster Continuing Education Caregiving Essential course formally qualifies students to work as a professional caregivers in Canada. and can be used as a path to immigration. Just when I was coming here, because I've heard this before, the school already has a disclaimer saying that this year course cannot be used as a pathway, right? Although I believe it doesn't say there's any money attached. The next one is October, but it says it's not to be used as a pathway. And it says the caregiving essential course is specially designed to help family and informal caregivers acquire new knowledge and skills to assist in the care of their loved one. While the course does not provide a micro credential that validates the learning achieved by family caregivers through the course, it is not a professional care provider qualification. Also on its own, this course is not a reliable path for securing caregiving employment in Canada. Immigration Canada Home Care Child Care Provider Pilot closed its former portal for new application on June 17. For more information, check here. So for people saying that you can use these certificates, the website actually just stated it that you cannot use this certificate. So your best option is to go with the Allison one that I showed you guys not too long ago. But yeah, this was another website I saw. But yes, if you have some certificates, now this one says free online personal support worker program. But this is funded by the government of Canada. If you're not in Canada, it's not free, pretty much. Let me see what it says. Yeah, it already told me that it's funded by the government of Canada. So if you're outside Canada, you can't really, it's not really free. So if you're looking to study in this a personal support work program in Canada, you can explore Canadian universities, but it's going to be about 16,000 a year. That's more like you're coming for school, you know. So is it worth it? It's on campus, it's 1 year. Maybe if you want to just do 1 year here, if you already have a guaranteed job, you can go to the school for it. But if you ask me, if you're coming to study, you might as well just look at the other immigration options. Okay guys, so I've come to the end of this video. I really hope this was helpful to you. If you're looking at coming to Canada through any of these routes, make sure that you are taking advantage of this information. Share this information, share this video to someone that will need it. It is a really long one, so I'm going to most likely put it in different pieces for you guys so that you can easily navigate it. Thank you so much for watching to the end of this video. Do not forget to follow me as I bring you up-to-date news on immigrating to Canada. Thank you guys for staying, and see you some other time. Bye guys.